Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're playing Chase HQ. So we're guessing it's going to be a racing game. Looks like that, huh? Alright. Turbo, shift, accelerate, and brake, huh? So they're shifting. That's kind of interesting. I mean, it's your typical racing game on Game Boy. Like, it's not a game. These are not games up until way later on in the systems that you really expected much out of. I mean, racing games started off pretty much all of them looked, felt, and played like this for the most part. I mean, it's very lackluster. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's a Game Boy game. Like, you can't expect a lot from a Game Boy game at all. And you're not getting, like, some epic video game here. You're getting a very basic 8-bit black and white racing game. I mean, if you can call it a racing game, we're really just kind of driving and avoiding the occasional car. And here and there turning. I mean, controls function like you'd expect from these kind of games. Jesus, what's like you're not handling particularly well, but it does handle. I mean, all in all, it's very basic. It seems like it's a game that really didn't need to be done. I don't think that a racing game is really necessary for Game Boy. But I mean, if you're going to have one, this works for what it is. I mean, it's textbook 8-bit racing, right? You got a backdrop that doesn't really change or do anything. You got very limited things on the sides of the track that kind of change just so you kind of feel like you are moving. Otherwise, it feels like one of those little watch or whatever. Remember those little probably before everybody's time, before game or during Game Boy time, but like the very cheap version of stuff where you had like a stationary car and stuff changed and you kind of just moved your thing left and right. Kind of how it feels to a bit. But all in all, like, it's exactly what you would expect. You're not expecting, you know, it's not going to be some work of art. It's not going to be a high-end, oh wow, that is an amazing racing game. It's exactly what you expect. It's very minimalistic. It's very basic. It handles, it functions, it works. If you're really into, you know, these kind of games, like you were into a lot of the ones for Nintendo and you really want something on Game Boy, this definitely fits the bill. And it definitely works for what it is. But, I mean, unless you're one of the hardcore racers that just love everything about these things, I don't feel like this is a game that's really going to catch your interest, that you're going to really enjoy. Like, it's already kind of done. It's exactly what you expect. Like I said, it's the very minimalistic, basic, not changing backdrop with the very boring, you know, light or telephone poles that go by and that's it. An occasional car on the road that you kind of move one way or another. it handles okay, but you know, it's blocky. It really is kind of very basic for what it is. I mean, I still feel like there's a little more that they probably could have done, even being on Game Boy, even being 8-bit. I feel like the car just feels like just like blocked, just kind of half moves that doesn't really have the maneuverability of a car. More like just some, you know, something that's just kind of there. So, all in all, it is a racing game. It functions, it controls exactly how you expect. No bells, no whistles, nothing to like being mind blowing, nothing out of the ordinary. Really, just a humdrum. It is what it is. It's exactly what you're going to expect from a basic Game Boy game, and there's really nothing much to say on the matter. Like, it's not really going to be for most people. You have to be a hardcore racing fan back in the day, even to really appreciate and want to play it. But for the most part, I think it's definitely a pass. All these games, you know, most of the racing games, other than like the RC Pro-Am and some of the ones that are like a top-down actual racing, but all the ones that are styled that are kind of a first-person-esque racing game, all have been very humdrum and not really that enjoyable. Very little that they do to differentiate themselves from others, and this one had none of that. It really was a basic car here and there, and then we had tumbleweeds, I guess. And all in all, just, it is what it is. It's a racing game on Game Boy that had, it's from Taito too, so you also don't expect much from them either. So all in all, very lackluster, bottom of the barrel. It functions, it plays without any glaring issues with it. So there, in and of itself, is good. If you like these kind of games, it's playable. But it's still nothing to write home about, nothing that you're like, yes, we're going to get into this and rushing out to buy. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining me. Until next time.